Greetings everybody. In today's lecture we will be discussing the last two questions of Python graded assignment of week 2. Now let's start the graded assignment. The 10th question is, consider the following snippet of code. This code is given to us and this is the input part of the code. Let us give this into our Replit console. And now what should after giving all of the code in the console, we should verify the input that has to be given for getting this particular result as an output. For this to be the output out of the 4, which has to be the input. This is what the question is. Now we have got the code entered into our console. We see that there are certain string methods in the code present, which are name.upper. This name.upper, the upper string method, which is uppr, which is present here, or else I'll just highlight it. Upper string method, this is one of the string methods, and it is used for converting the small letters, or it changes the small letters into capitals. And now we need to print the record of a student present who studies in a particular college or university or something. The word indent, the variable indent has 4 spaces in it. It has been commented that indent consists of 4 spaces. And now we need to print the following as an output, which the DEPT, it stands for department, which is the first line, and they represent the inputs respectively in the fields. In the 10th line, DEPT refers to the first line, name, 4th line, roll number, 5th line, library card number, and library ID. We see that present in the 7th line. So it just makes us to do this problem very quickly by just cross checking. Let me run this code now. We see that we are being asked for an input. For this to be as an output, we just go one by one. A, B, D. We shouldn't give the options which have the third letter as A, B, D, because in the output it is A, B, C. The output has A, B, C, while here it is A, B, D, and hence we can eliminate this from the right options list. And now the remaining are these 3, and we observe that in the output it is Mr. first name and last name, while here it is given as Mrs. So we can remove this also. Now what's the difference between the third option and the 4th option? We see that here the first field that has to be printed is ABC. Yes, it is ABC in both cases. And Mr. name has Mr. first name and last name. And now The correct option would be this, the fourth option, because here we need to place Mr. in line 2 where they had given this in line 3, and let us cross check that. Oh, sorry, that should be capitals. ABC, Mr. XYZ, F name, L name, 999. We have given the input accordingly to ABC Mr. XYZ, ABC Mr. XYZ, F name, L name, which are in capitals. We have given the smaller, we have given the letters in smaller case, and hence we checked for the fourth option, third option, and 999 is the ID number. And now we got that to be, we got this result. And now let us check the result for the fourth option, which is yet to be ascertained. And now let us go through the fourth option as well. ABC, ABC Mr. XYZ, F name, L name, 999. This is the output for the fourth code, for the fourth option. And let us run the third option once again. ABC, here it is XYZ. Earlier we had given XYZ in the third line, that's the mistake. F name, L name, and 999. We see that in this case we are getting AX as our result. In the output we are having AX, while in the fourth option we are getting AM, and hence this is the wrong answer and C is the right answer. And now let's move on to the 11th question, which is the last question. Let me erase these. And now the 11th question is, we are giving a word as an input and match is false. We are assigning the variable match to be as a false, which is a boolean value. And now we are dealing with nested loops. The first loop will be counting the number of characters, the first open brace, if the number of open braces are equal to the number of closing braces. And now we move on to the second loop, which is the inner loop, first inner loop. And now once this condition is satisfied, it verifies for the second condition where the square brackets should be equal or not. And thereafter, if both these conditions are satisfied, then we'll be moving on to the third condition, where they will be checking the flower brackets whether they are right or not. And now if all of these are equal, If all of these are equal to one another, then we will be updating the value of match to be as true. And now we just come out of this nested loops, and now in the 7th line we deal with the printing part. If match. What does this if match mean? If match, here if we just print if all the three if all of these three conditions are verified, then this gets updated to true. And if it is true, then we print perfect. And if it is not, if any of this is not updated, if any of this is not satisfied, then the value of match doesn't get updated to true. Please make note of this. It doesn't get updated to true if any of this is not satisfied, and hence it stays to be as false. And if it is false, we print imperfect. And now this is a multiple choice questions where more than one can be correct. We are being asked to find out the inputs which print perfect. Now let's start giving inputs. A, A, B, yeah, we see that the first option is correct. And now we find that the fourth option is wrong, and therefore the correct options for the 11th questions is A, B and C. And these are the answers for 11 and 10 questions. And students, this is complete, and by these two questions we have completed the graded assignment. And thank you.